me today in my lockup, getting prepped for a match tomorrow in memory of John Jackson. Very renowned match angler in the Hull area. A friend of mine, and his son Danny, friend of mine, good angler. He's getting some good sport at the moment. First time he's been back on the bank for a long time, and he nails a couple of good fish, up to £33. Anyway, tomorrow we're having this 24-hour match on the Hawk Lake Brough complex, and I'm just sorting my gear out now. I'm going to fish 3 PVA bags. I've got 3 different mixes. The first one here I've made myself. So you can, there's some pellets in there, a couple of mil pellets, got a load of crushed boilies in there, and a handful of the green swim sting pellets. That one's got like a beefy flavour to it, because I've got some sauce flavouring in there. And I've got this one here. This one's a little bit different, a bit fishier, with a bit of a sweet flavour in there as well. You can see it. Yeah. I'm going to say that's my RRSM mix. I'll tell you what that is if it is successful. And then finally I've got a rock hard mix here. It's just, there's no dust, it's solid pellets, green swim sting pellets, with some big chunks of red pellet in there. They were 15mm pellets, the red ones, but I've smashed them up to smaller chunks. So they're my 3 rods. I've put a lot of red in there because I've been watching something with on YouTube from one of the Fox consultants about light in water, and at this time of year, and if there's any algae in the water, or the greenness, and how red attracts or can be seen better at the bottom of the lake. So I've done that. That's what I'm going to go for. So using a light mix, I've got a nice red, fairly red mix. It's not bright red, not in your face, but it is there. I think it's enough there to be seen from the bottom. It's got some oils in there that should release and maybe flatten out the water when fish start banging at it, hopefully. That's me. So I'm just going to get my rods out, get the rest of my bits and bobs out, and set them rods up for PVA fishing tomorrow. We are now at the Hawk Lake with drawn out pegs, and I've got sat down, I've got my bivvy up. I've drawn peg 8. Obviously I don't know anything about this lake, but I'm looking in the edges and there's weed everywhere. I've got the wind blowing straight in my face. It's blowing the majority into everyone's faces in one way or another. PJ I've brought with me is on peg 6, sorry. Action Jackson is right opposite me. I don't know how he's feeling though. He didn't look too happy when we went by him in the van. It was a bit troubled to get his bivvy in there, but it's up, so that's a good start. It's a bit of a corner peg I've got. Which isn't too bad, it looks. It's alright, I guess. Not going to have a great deal of water to fish to, but that's fine by me. Just going to get some bits sorted, get the weed rake out and start pulling some weed in, I think. Like I say, it's blowing straight into my face. I've got the bivvy up, I'm not staying in the van. Probably would have been better to stay in the van, it'll be a lot quieter in there, you know. But yeah, someone chucking weed rakes out already, I think. Or there's spotting, and well, not spotting, but feature finding. Majority of people are fishing quite close in as well, by the looks of it. So I'm going to follow suit. Blowing a gale, so I spent an hour and a half, maybe nearly an hour and a half, 3/4 breaking out weed from various spots. I've got one in there, well I'll have one in there, I've got one out, or will have one out, right opposite Action Jackson over there, maybe 30 metres out. Just as that large tree starts going down, there, I've been raking a spot only 10-11 metres out. Absolute ton of weed, masses of it. There must be 30-40 pound of weed there. Must have done 100 casts, maybe 150 casts. Drag it in every time. Some varied angling going on. Got a guy here that's fishing a waggler. He's had some roach already. And then we've got Matt Woods next to him. He's going to start fishing the waggler now with some bits and bobs. The guy next to him with a small feeder on catching small roach. He's spotting a load of gear out as well. I mean, people fishing wagglers, why not bag up on a little roach? Get a few pound up. Be good to have that cup in your hand. So I've still got the rods to set up. Everyone's fishing now. I ain't got any rods up, but it's just gone 12, so I'm not bothered. There's no bites from big fish right now, I don't believe. So got managed to get the pegs in. It's a very hard ground in here. There's a lot of, it's not just mud, you know what I mean, it's all this stuff underneath the grass. It's rock hard to get gear in, so an hammer is a bit of an advantage. I could have stayed in the van really, but I just didn't want a big white mass. Prepping the rods up. I took PVA bags ready to go. One rod to set up, the PVA bag, but if I set that up, I've got to buy another rod licence. I've only got a 2-rod licence, so I'll end up getting a day licence. Full district in it, the guy can come at any point. I hope you can hear me over the wind. It is howling. It must be 30-40 mile an hour easy. Right, still out. Got my first rod set up. It's now 1:30, so people have been fishing for an hour and a half, and I haven't got a rod out yet. So, yeah, I've got my PVA bag set up. The first one to go out on a short line of only 2.5 wraps out, maybe 10 metres out, maybe. So I've got a bag on with a lead-free tubing, lead tubing, back lead, so everything should be pinned down better than what it is when it's just lying on top of the weed. Right, so I'm going to get that out. That's just an underarm chuck. I've got to get it bang on first go. I'm going to wait until the wind drops a little bit and swing it out and get it, as I said earlier, on the tree line is just dropping down, and I've got to get it in that little area, because that's the thinnest bit of weed, soft weed, silkweed there. And there's some silt, which is a good thing for the carp, or carp, bream, tench, whatever they're grubbing into. Right, that's all I'm putting out. I am putting loads of bait out. Just going to start there. It looks good, it's compact. I'm happy with that. Now it's all about the cast. There we go. PVA bag, short line, first chuck. I need to get it right. Up with it. okay. Could have done with a little bit more jaw on it, but it'll be alright. I think it's alright. Let's get this second rod sorted. Get the second rod sorted out. We've got bag number 2 sorted. Just got to cast it out now. the spool. I think this has happened a lot with these FX11 reels. I mean, they're a nice reel, I like them. But as soon as there's a bit of slack line, it just drops underneath the spool. You've got to take it off and just really sort it out, so you've got to be careful of that with them reels. That cast went a little bit to the left. We give it a couple of hours. We'll have a recast, won't we? It's not bite time yet, 2 o'clock, whatever it is now. Not bite time. It's getting there. Still haven't seen any fish, so if we ever get a bite or not, I just don't know. There's still a lot of roach and stuff coming out with these people that are fishing the waggler. So good on them for fishing the waggler and persevering with it, because this is a strong wind. And presenting that waggler will be quite hard. Just basically fishing inches off the end of the rod, you know, so the line barely moving, but the catching. So you've got to be in it to win it. Four-ish, half 4. Got all 3 rods out. Initially when I put them out, I was getting liners all the time. Maybe weed it in the line and just lifting the bobbins up and crashing, making it beep. Could be the wind blowing the line, making it beep, but in the last half hour there haven't been as many little indications, so I'm thinking the wind has dropped a bit. So that's a bonus, so I don't have to listen to a single beep going off all the time. We've got a bit of an item investigation today. Here we go, what we got here. A little castable weed rake from Gardener. £11. You can get a deluxe model where the split ring, I think, unscrews and you can put it on like bank sticks or something with a thread on it that you could draw through the water, and it's slightly wider, but this is a castable one. I only casted it 20 odd metres or something like that, and it went alright, to be fair, and it dragged a hell of a lot of weed in. I think it's a good bit of kit to have in there in your bag. It's only 3.5 ounces as well, so it's not heavy, doesn't take up a lot of room. It'll come in handy, that, I believe. It's come in handy already, and I haven't even lost it yet, which I was surprised at. I thought I was going to lose it first chuck, but it got well wedged in some weed and it came out. It just drew out after a bit of pressure on the spod rod. Obviously the spod rod's got a leader on it, so that helped as well. But yeah, I'm happy with that. I've got a little bit of a, that's my peg number, okay, bit of a corner peg. Just didn't know I was going to pan out. I thought everyone might have been catfishing at distance, but it looks like the 2 people on that side are just fishing in the edge. Oh, there's a man here fishing the waggler in the edge, and next to it is Matt Wood. We're fishing that far out, and then the guy next to him is fishing a good, must be 70-80 yards out. He's had a couple of fish, but the guy to my left, he's fishing in the edge as well, so I maybe could have gone diagonally towards Danny Jackson's peg right in front of us. There's a hell of a lot of water there, but just don't know what I'm fishing against. So we've stuck close in. We're just staying close in, hoping at the fish. The only feature is the edges. Like there's no island or anything, so that's what I think. Just stay close. Oh, it's a bit windy. Right, a bit of a item investigation. I found this in the garage. Got a nice little stand now for my camera. You can sit on it, it'll take my phone, no bother. Just on a bank stick there, so that's going to make things a little bit easier now, I think. I did used to carry the fish finder off the boat when I bought that. It's just been lying about, so it's going to come in handy. Barbecue's cranked up. Don't know what that's going to turn out like. If the guy's any good at cooking, I have no idea. Just give me a sausage sandwich and a burger. I don't care if the burger's got blood in it. I could eat it. So I'm going to leave the rods out until we go for this feed. sort it all out when I come back. I'll just really am just not right with the left and middle rod. The distance is right. Right, we'll get back to you. Big shout out to Rob Leonard and his old faithful peg 6 at Whistle Harbours. I know he don't like much change in his life, and he's just hammering that peg to bits, and he's already sent me pictures of 3 carp all in during the day. Guess he's been catching them since about 2:30. Now it's now 4:30, isn't it? So he's doing alright on his little method that he's honed over the past year or so. The original hull blanker, he's turning it round to the hull catcher. I need to shake this monkey off my back. It's blank. It's just been a blank season. I mean, obviously I haven't been out fishing a great deal because of looking after the bailiff. Being a dad, it's been quite funny. Yeah, no day's the same. All fathers out there, they know it. It's all good fun at this age. It's got to be done. Fishing will always be there. Fishing has always been there for me right up to now. At the moment, it's all about the boy. You know, it's like a VW show down here. Got a couple of T5s. Well, we've had a bit of a barbecue. Bung up burgers and a couple of lovely chicken legs. Now I'm going to experience the Hullen district outside the toilet. See what this bad boy is all about. There it is. I think this is it. Soon find out when we get through the door. Boom, there it is. Right then, we've got an handful of sawdust. Sawdust. Guess that's the scoop for the sawdust. Quite cosy really. A few spiders. All in the roof. Well, it's only to let. I don't know where the corrugate is, but we're sat on the pad. No sink, so we're roughing it, that's for sure. Oh, incidentally, the poop chute, they compost it all apparently. Quite good. A bit of recycling there. Footnote for the toilet: bring your own bog paper. Right, update. It's 8:30. We've had our barbecue and a couple of tinnies. I've come round to a young man, PJ. He's sorting some gear out, and he said he's got something to show me, some item investigation. So we're just going to check it out. It's something to do with his bobbins. He's been having a lot of trouble with the wind. It's blowing. Bobbins lifting in the wind, so he's took the initiative to stop this. So he's dragged his line right down on top of it. Right down there, his bobbins are down there. He's put a stick and a stone on top of it. There. No silly little clips. Thinking on your feet. Still blowing a gale out here. No beeps. Nothing. No showing fish. Tons and tons of weed. So I want to get more bait out really, but on PVA bagging everything's just a mix of dust, so I can't fire it out with a catapult. I've got to do a new bag every time. And I didn't bring my boat. I suppose I've got a spot out there, that might be a good thing. I'll clip them up and just spot it out. Just with a little rocket. That'll get me some bait out. It's getting a little bit darker now. I don't know. So I really want to do that, but I also want to watch my video. And on DVD, sorry. And tonight's choice of DVD is Despicable Me 2. Couldn't find Despicable Me, so I've got to start at 2. It's 5:30 in the morning, and I had a single bleep on the left hand rod. few minutes later, the middle rod burst into life with a couple of bleeps, beep 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 beep, and then off it ran. And I've hooked into a tench. I've got a tench in the net. Looks about £4 though. I don't know what to do right now. Do I weigh it or call the guy for it? I mean, I don't know. So I'm just going to get another PVA bag out there, assess the situation. Tench is better than nothing. I've waited 14 hours for that. 3 casts, 14 hours. God, it's a hard water. Them bite alarms did not make a sound all night. Right, let's get this sorted. Put it in the line clip. I've got the same one. It don't weigh anything, does it?
Yeah, I've got retention something. I think they weigh.
It's the same one. It's like an NG clay job there. There you go. Sort of. Yep. Point an aim with that for now.
Shall I put it on now? Is it on?
It's all on now. Do it properly. Carp care. Even though it's not a carp, I've got a tench on. Let's get on here. Think of that came at 5:30 in the morning. No one come to save me.
So you don't get up.
Give himself, I'll say £3 on that. It's a nice dark tench that.
There's loads of them like that in here, aren't they? Big ones. We just had a £9 breed. £8, sorry.
Well, let's see what this goes with. 0 on the scale.
Yeah.
£2.5. Well, I'm surprised at that. I don't think them scales are accurate. I really don't.
Let's get my scales.
I don't think they're right. I really don't. That is not spin.
After filming, we'll go get mine and we'll just.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Let's have a look at it. What the depth's at?
That's a black one, isn't it?
5:30 this morning. And a little pink pearl pop up on a PVA bag. DNA. Great stuff. Let's get it back. Enjoyed angling, mate.
Festival of this.
At Holland District. First day out ever. I wish it was a carp though. I'm calling it a day. There's 40 minutes left. My rods haven't moved in 5 hours. I'm getting no indications or anything. People I've caught, there's been carp, bream, pike come out, a few tench. My tench we're guessing was £4. Weighed it on my scales, it said £2.5. It wasn't £2.5, and we had a mess about with someone else's scales and we come to the conclusion it was £4. But my impressions of this place, yeah. Well, I think I'll be back on a better day. Now I know a bit more about a few more pegs and what I'm looking for. It might be worth coming back. And I've seen a nice £17 mirror today, fully scaled mirror. That was a beaut. But yeah, it's just a weed, so you've got to find that little gravel bar that's out there somewhere. It'll be all cushy. But yeah, I've enjoyed it. Wind's dropped now. And everybody's packing up. I think I'm going to call it a day. Everyone's calling it a day about 11:30. So the end. Yeah, thanks.
I broke them. So we've got a prize for biggest carp and biggest tench. I didn't buy the biggest carp trophy because it's not always guaranteed to get a carp. But Levo won biggest carp with a carp weighing in at £17.12. Is that correct, Levo? Yeah. Which is that fully scaled again. So you'll be getting a trophy for that. So
Well done.
Next trophy was for biggest tench, which went to Rob, which was £6.14.
Well done.
Got a trophy for his review. Do you want to give it back? Do you want to give back to Rob and I'll get a check? Rob's long stood there in a DNA test. You're doing it. Who do you want to set?
There you go.
Yeah, well done.
Well done.
Well done.
Yeah, well done.
Obviously, matches, obviously there's first, second and third. So in second and third place is Ian, who barely even did any fishing, with £27. So if you want to have £27 of fish, you get 10 quid for coming third. So you want to, I'll get a picture when I've got over there.
Well done. Well done.
Well done.
Well done, Ian, there. In second place, we've got Rob again with £46 4 ounce of fish. That's 20 quid for second place. That's Roman as well. Spend it on bait, yeah. There's another 20 quid for them too. We'll get fed up and see a picture.
We're having this, your dad. There you go.
No.
Well done.
Well done.
Well done again. In first place with a decent effort is Levo with £48 7 ounce. I did get that right, I think. 48 something. And he gets this big ass trophy of 70 quid.
Great. Well done. Great stuff. Went in, he was leaning in then. Well done. Great work.